What's going on, fellas? Welcome back to another beautiful day over here at Skiff Land. Today we are chopping out everything in this crusty crunchy project skiff. The side console, you're out of here. That seat over there, you're out of here. Back deck, get out of here. Reason being, everything is soft and spongy and crunchy and it just needs to go. Somehow this front deck stood the test of time and is not spongy at all. It's actually really solid, but I'm not 100% sure if we're gonna keep the front deck in here or not. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, but nonetheless, we're gonna take everything out of this rear end and see what we're working with, see if we might be able to build this thing back better than it was before. Before we get started, I wanna give a huge shout out to my mother-in-law. She got me a surprise for the shop. Check out how sweet this is. Boo! Nice little welcome mat for Skiff Land. It's raining outside right now, no sense in getting this thing all mucky, so I'm gonna put it right here for now. What a beauty. That thing's so sick. It's gonna stay here until it stops raining and then I'll put it outside for the final reveal. But shout out to my mother-in-law, that's sick. To be fair though, this isn't a bad spot right here for the mat. Cinder diagonal, so you can get a little action coming out of paradise, coming out of the bathroom. Clean the feet off, going out and in. I don't know. Here is what we're working with today. Our weapon of choice, Makita Sawzall. And then I got a giant pack of blades, Hyper Tough, 9-piece blade set. This was like $3. And then I got two better blades, supposedly two 9-inch heart blades. Those two were $9. So I don't know, we're gonna see what's going on. I like the Diablo blades a lot, but didn't have time to stop at Home Depot, so we got the Walmart special. We have two batteries over here, one battery on the back of the circular saw. Hopefully we can get through this without having to recharge. It shouldn't take that long. I'm really gonna go at it. I'm just gonna gun it and not think too much about it, not taking anything seriously at all. I'm just gonna start hacking away and hoping for the best. Safety glasses on. I figure while I have the battery on the circular saw, we might as well just see what's under this area right here, because this is the softest area on the boat. So let's just see what's going on. That literally felt like nothing, so. Ow. Last cut. What is under here? Man. Howdy. I have my trash can over here as well, so I can just start. Okay, I mean, that's super thin. A lot of foam over here though. The foam is actually dry, weirdly. This seems like 1/2-inch wood back here, interestingly enough. Get out of there. Oh yeah, it's crazy. This is all dry. If other things were not so soft, I would consider just putting a new top piece up here. I might try and keep some stringers in place. If those are solid, I doubt it, but all right. Dry as bone. I'm shocked. Even around here in the bilge area, pretty dry. whenever you're out here cutting fiberglass, it has such an interesting smell. Come on, son. All right. Well, I mean, no turning back, you know what I'm saying? Dang, those stringers feel really solid, actually. Maybe not this back wall. I mean, I don't know. Sounds pretty good. I'm just chopping, brother. You know me, just chopping it up. It looks dirty. The foam under here looks a little dirty, not gonna lie to you, but it's not soaking wet. I mean, it's just wet wood, similar to the Jones brother. Actually, the Jones brother was a little more dry than this. This seems like there's a nice top layer of soaked foam. It's all coming out, you know? I'm taking it all out. I'm not keeping any of this foam. I'll do a different expanding foam job. Really start from scratch. I was considering keeping the stringers, but dude, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see back here. Everything's very solid in this back corner. Like I said, amigos, just chopping. Kind of trying to make it as easy as possible for the Sawzall to come in. Oh. Trying to have everything land in this trash can back here. Make it easier for the rest of the day. All right. No sense messing around with the circular saw when we have the appropriate tools for the job. This is that Walmart blade. First off, I'm just getting some, you know, little practice cuts in here. Nothing crazy going on. Well, I feel these fiberglass rod holders kind of sweet. I don't know. How do you feel about them? Oh, I was cutting in to PVC pipe? Is that what this is? Why is this right here? It looks like just like a extension to the rod holder. So I guess, interesting. I don't know. Weird, 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 weird. I really want to get as close to the exterior wall. It is such thick glass right here. Oh, I guess it was epoxy. Yep. Come on, son. Filleting you up, son. Let's see. Whatever, man. I'll come from this angle, I guess. Dude, I'm gonna go ahead and say that this blade, I don't know if I want to say it's dull. It's definitely not putting in work like I wanted to. I don't know. It's kind of getting binded up in there. That's probably what's going on. Whatever. Give me a big chunk of foam. See, even in the bilge area, she's dry. I'm shocked, considering what it looks like down here. It's so satisfying. I don't know. It just actually seems really dull. Let me grab the heart blade just to see. Just to see. Here's the 9-inch heart all-purpose blade. I'm just gonna go back to exactly where I just was just to see what's up. Okay, all right, maybe I wasn't putting enough respect on the Walmart blade. Because she's getting kind of jammed up in there also. Let me honestly get a short blade, wood blade, shorter. Go ahead and get that out of there. Let's see what she can do. Just getting jammed up. This is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go through with the circular saw as close as we can to the wall. And we'll just try to get just the bulk of the floor out of here. Okay. Now I'll grab the jig and just connect those dots a little bit. Maybe. Tell you this much, I definitely do not like that blade. I'm gonna go back to the original Walmart blade right here. Well, guess honestly, we're just gonna have to go back to manhandling maybe. Whoa, okay. That was pretty solid. Feels like mostly fiberglass and epoxy. So I'll give the saws some credit. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of epoxy. You can see the epoxy back here in the foam. Maybe that's just some agua. Whatever, we're moving along now, I would say. Kinda. Yeah, no, there's no sense in keeping any of this. This all needs to go, everything. We're gonna go down to the shell today. Even though she's crusty, there's no sense in cutting corners. Oh, that was the first piece that I missed. Going in the trash can. Bingo. Like carving a turkey. Oh. Missed again. Dang, looks like I nicked myself pretty good with this cable sticking out over here. Yikes. I don't know what's going on, but none of these blades are cutting very well. were to take the whole floor out of this boat, just hypothetically, what would you be more interested in buying? A skiff hull with a wet deck, or a skiff hull with the deck already taken out of it? Because I don't know what we're gonna do with this. I don't know. But I feel like I'd prefer to buy it with it already ripped out, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. This piece very soaking wet. Okay. All right, a lot of soaking wet. On the Jones Brother, I took a couple samples, got real deep in a bunch of areas, and it was all dry throughout, luckily. This one, not so much. Very satisfying though. This is definitely the most annoying part of a floor rip out job. It's for sure satisfying, but you sit and work at a couple of areas for a while, and then you back up and it literally looks like you haven't even started. That's pretty annoying. Okay, this full trash can was not even half of the foam. Look at this though. Sopping wet. Glad I'm doing this. Brother, let me tell you, I'm all cut up, all over the place. Ugh. All cut up from fiberglass and wood and foam and blades and whatever. Oof. Side note, if you remember Saturday's video, picking up that scope for the AR-10, and I was talking about some wheels he had, these are the wheels. You can't really see the steel rims in there, but they're pretty nice. I'll flip them over, give them a pressure wash at some point, but 200 bucks. He said he just wanted them out of his garage, all 5. That's insane for some big old Mickey Thompson rubber. I mean, it's just a good deal. Good deal. Messy job. It smells so bad in here too. All of this nasty, muddy, old pond water, probably lake water, stuff growing in here. When I was in, I want to say 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, there was this kid that lived down the street from me. Bro would bully me like no tomorrow, dude. This is what his house smelled like. It smelled just like this. And I completely forgot about this for years and years and years, obviously. But I just got a whiff of this and I was like, why does this smell nostalgic? Why does this dookie water smell nostalgic? And then I remembered, old boy. Brother, I would put a whooping on him so bad these days. That's why we can joke about it. We can joke about it now because what's up? What's up? Anywho, not even, I mean, a little over halfway through now. But like I said, it's tough. I'm just in here thinking about stuff. When I'm doing this, sometimes when I try to get a big old chunk out, it takes longer than if I just got a bunch of little chunks out. Good analogy on life and success right there. Just little bits at a time. I'm moving along way faster than when I try to get a big chunk out. I don't know. Whenever you get your hands dirty, you start to learn about life in a different way. You just start thinking. But they do say the best way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time. All right, back to the laps. All that talk, I am gonna, oh dude, it was already out. I was gonna say I'm gonna try to get this one out in a big swoop, but it was already loose. I wanted it to be more satisfying than that. Oh man. I mean, I'm not complaining. Don't let it sound like that. I'm stoked. Cause now pretty much almost done. I forget why, but at some point I sharpened the edges of my pry bar. I don't know why I did that, but it is definitely annoying. I keep cutting myself on accident. All right, so about 2 big old trash bins of foam back here. This was made for a Monday. Some jobs are just made for Mondays. Dude, I do this on a Friday. I'm not as cheerful as I am right now. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of like, all right, Mondays are already annoying. Let's do the annoying stuff on a Monday. Oh, it's so soupy down here. Ew. I just pretty much finished this rear deck area. Now I'm gonna move right along to the side console area. I didn't realize that was gonna take so long. It is what it is. Tell me you've never wanted to do this to the homie's boat. Just, hey, can I grab a drink? Oh man, you don't have LaCroix in here. All right. Sorry about that. This thing is being super stubborn, trying to get whatever. My phone's about to die, so I'm gonna put my phone in the truck and charge it. Hopefully by the time I come and grab you, that side thing is gonna be out of there. We'll see. All right, I am back. I got a lot done. I got this thing out of here. I took the first wall out mostly. Now I'm just on this back wall. I'm gonna try and kick it out, but if it's too sturdy, I'm gonna have to get the Sawzall back out. These blades suck. The Heart blade and the Hyper Tough blade, they both suck. I can make cuts, but it's just, honestly, I move a millimeter every 10 seconds. It's pretty rough. Whatever, I'm gonna try and kick this out. Man, if I cannot kick this out, I'm gonna be bummed. Everything is out. I'm gonna come back and clean most of it up with an angle grinder. I don't know, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. Just to get everything flat. I think I might leave some type of lip back here for the new back deck. But right now it's the fun part. Vacuuming all of this out. It's going to be rather satisfying. I just finished cleaning up. I actually went around and cleaned up a bunch of those cuts, so it's pretty flat all the way around. There's no more lip anywhere. And then I came back in and cleaned it up as much as possible. I'm gonna put a fan in here just to kind of dry up all of this gunk, make it easier to get out. And it'll just help everything just dry up, and it all has to be dry for the next stage of all of this. But we got some real estate in the old girl now. We got just a blank canvas right here. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna redo the front deck. It definitely doesn't need it. I'm thinking after I'm done, it's gonna look pretty sweet as far as new gel coat, C-deck type matting. This up here that's seen better days. I might just have to reinforce that whenever I'm going around reinforcing the rub rail area when I'm redoing up here. This is a project for sure, my friend. But let's take a look from that back angle. See if we can get a good... There's some potential. I actually think I'm going to extend the deck further than it was. It stopped right about here on this line, and I might bring it up to this line and just have a giant back deck. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go to the drawing board and actually draw something up, see what'll be sweet. Gotta put a new deck in, honestly everything. We got lucky. The transom is solid and the front deck is solid, so that's lucky for sure. And like I said, I was gonna leave those lips around, but I figure today I'm covered in fiberglass. I prefer to, you know, just do it all today, get the fiberglass dust over with for a couple of days while we figure out what's next. But she's looking kind of sweet. The potential's popping out. It's slowly popping out. This is a diamond in the rough, and we're just chiseling away day by day. But stay tuned, all right? I have somewhat of a vision in mind for this thing, and I think it'll be pretty sweet. But as far as ripping the floor out, that's gonna do it for today's video. I am toasted. There's fiberglass dust in every single one of my pores everywhere. So I appreciate you for tuning in, and love you guys. Looking forward to chatting it up in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one tomorrow, about the same time, every day. I love this stuff so much, man. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye. Peace. I am so stoked on this mat. It's the first custom thing here, aside from the stickers on the door. It makes it feel more real. So I'm super stoked. Every time I see it, I'm gonna just smile. What a day, what a Monday. I'm about to go pick up the old lady and the baby and cruise over to Cheesecake Factory, get a quick bite before our run. Well, I run and she walks the baby. That's the baby's fresh air time. She loves a good sunset. We take her out to the beach afterwards. It's just a beautiful evening every day. Why not, you know? You live in Florida, why not? Go run along the beach. Take a dip, man. Take a dip. Relax a little bit. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to pressure wash myself right now or something. Dude, I am covered in fiberglass and muddy gunk. Anywho, good Monday. Good way to start the week. Just come in and just bust out the hardest work of the week. Makes everything else pretty chill. Man, every time I look at this boat, I just want to hop out along the beach. The wind has died down a lot, so I maybe toss a couple daisy chains off the back and cruise the beach. That's what I'm thinking. I just don't know when. But Sounds a whole lot better than being covered in fiberglass, let me tell you. I'm rambling at this point, just chatting it up with the homies. That's what it's all about. It's all about the hang. Just hanging in the shop after the job's done, chatting it up before we cruise back home. Appreciate you hanging out. Love you guys. Bye-bye.